In this lecture, we will go through a profile of Indian workers, okay, and a profile of Indian managers. Let's see the definition of labor. Yes, according to Professor Marshall, any exertion of mind or body undergone partially or wholly with a view to earning some good or other than the pleasure derived directly from the work. Okay, according to Professor J. Vance, labor is any exertion of mind or body undertaken partly or wholly with a view to some good or other than the pleasure derived directly from the work. Okay, as per S.E. Thomas, okay, labor connotes all the human efforts of body or mind which are undertaken in the expectation of reward. Okay, see what is a labor? Okay, by labor it means that, okay, by labor it means that, see, something which is related to mind or body, okay, which is undertaken partly or wholly with a view to earn some benefits, some good other than the pleasure derived directly from the good or from the work. Okay, see, as per these thinkers, what is labor? As per this thinker, what is labor? Yes, labor means that. Labor means that yes, labor means something which is related to mind, something which is related to mind, yes, something which is related to mind, or something which is, yes, done so that, okay, something which is done so that, okay, you can earn good, okay, or some earnings, okay, you can earn something from it, okay, and this activity it is not done, is it, and this activity it is not done for, okay, and this activity it is not done for any kind of pleasure but to earn something. ओके, बघा लेबर म्हणजे काय, इज इट, हे थिंकर्स जे आहेत, हे तीन थिंकर्स जे आहेत, प्रोफेसर मार्शल, प्रोफेसर जे वॉन्स, इज इट, प्रोफेसर S.E. थॉमस, ओके, लेबर डिफाईन करताना हे नेमकं काय म्हणत आहेत? येस, ते म्हणतात की, येस, काय असं लेबर? लेबर एक एक्झर्शन आहे, ओके, एक्झर्शन आहे. कशाचं एक्झर्शन आहे? एक्झर्शन ऑफ माइंड. ओके, काय लेबर? लेबर म्हणजे, ओके, काहीतरी ॲक्टिव्हिटी आहे जी माइंड थ्रू किंवा बॉडी थ्रू केलेली असते. कोणी केलेली असते? तर एखाद्या इंडिव्हिज्युअलनी केलेली असते. ओके, आणि का केलेली असते? तर काहीतरी अर्न करण्यासाठी. ओके, आता अर्निंगचं स्वरूप दोन प्रकारे असू शकतं. एक म्हणजे गुड्सच्या स्वरूपात अर्निंग होईल किंवा मनीच्या स्वरूपात अर्निंग होईल. ओके, ज्याला आपण इन्कम असं म्हणतो. ओके, आता ही जी ॲक्टिव्हिटी तो व्यक्ती करतो आहे, हा इंडिव्हिज्युअल ही जी ॲक्टिव्हिटी करतो आहे त्याच्यामुळे, ओके, त्याच्यामुळे त्याला कोणत्याही प्रकारे प्लेजर मिळालं नाही पाहिजे किंवा स्वतःच्या प्लेजरसाठी, स्वतःच्या काय म्हणतात त्याला, ॲज अ एंटरटेनमेंटसाठी, ओके, त्यांनी ती गोष्ट केली नाही पाहिजे. ओके, सो when it comes to the word labor, what is labor? labor means any exertion of mind or body undergone partially or wholly with a view to earning some good other than the pleasure derived directly from the work. Okay, directly from the work. Okay, getting it? So, yes, labor is an effort taken by human being. Okay, labor is an effort taken by whom? By a human being. Okay, why? Yes, through this effort, through this effort itself. Okay, through this effort itself. Okay, what you are required to do? Yes, through this effort itself, you are required to complete something. Yes, you are required to complete something. Okay, what? Yes, the task whichever is allotted to you. And through that task, okay, which is allotted to you, what are you required to do? Yes, you are required, okay, you are required to complete that task, okay, and for that a reward will be paid to you. Okay, for that a reward will be paid to you. What is a reward? Yes, the reward is all about, yes, the reward is all about, yes, the reward is all about the work which you have provided or the efforts which you have given to the organization. That is, the efforts which you give towards the completion of the production activity. Okay, getting it? So, लेबर म्हणजे कोण आहे बघा? लेबर म्हणजे एक ह्युमन बिंग आहे. इज इट? जो स्वतःच्या बॉडी थ्रू और माइंड थ्रू, ओके, स्वतःच्या बॉडी थ्रू और माइंड थ्रू काय करतो? येस, एफर्ट्स घेतो. ओके, स्वतःच्या बॉडी थ्रू किंवा माइंड थ्रू एफर्ट्स घेतो. इज इट? आणि एफर्ट्स घेऊन मग काय करतो तो? येस, हे एफर्ट्स घेतल्यामुळे, येस, हे एफर्ट्स घेतल्यामुळे काय होतं? एक्सपेक्टेशन ऑफ रिवॉर्ड. ओके, रिवॉर्ड तो एक्सपेक्ट करतो. रिवॉर्ड तो एक्सपेक्ट करतो. ओके, कळत आहे का? ओके, बघा, लेबरच्या डेफिनेशनमध्ये एक फक्त एक्सेप्शन आहे की त्याने एक काम अर्निंगसाठी केलं पाहिजे. त्याने ते ॲज इट एफर्ट्स अर्निंगसाठी घेतले पाहिजेत. ओके, आणि ना की स्वतःच्या प्लेजरसाठी. ओके, गेटिंग इट? म्हणजे काय की वेन वी थिंक अबाउट द लेबरर, ओके, हू इज अ लेबरर? हू इज अ लेबर? एनी एक्झर्शन of mind or body undertaken partly or wholly with a view to earning some good other than the pleasure derived directly from the work. Okay, according to Professor Gibbons, labor is an exertion of mind or body undertaken partly or wholly with a view to some good other than the pleasure derived directly from the work. As per S.C. Thomas, labor connotes all human efforts of body or mind which are undertaken in the expectation of reward. Okay, getting it? Therefore, there are some important facts regarding labor. Which are those? Yes, first one is only the work of man is included under labor. Okay, means when we consider labor, yes, whose efforts are this? These are the efforts of human beings. Okay, only human beings' efforts they are included in the term labor. ओके बघा जेव्हा आपण लेबर ह्या शब्दाचा विचार करतो ओके लेबर या शब्दाचा विचार करतो तेव्हा कोण येतं ह्या लेबरमध्ये ओके वर्क ऑफ मॅन दॅट इज ओके फक्त मनुष्य किंवा ह्युमन एफर्ट्स ज्याला म्हणतो किंवा ह्युमन बिंग्स ज्यांना म्हणतो आपण इज इट हे ह्युमन बिंग्स लेबर ह्या टायटल अंडर येतील yes the efforts that is human efforts they are included under labor okay means other animals they are not included okay the efforts done by human being okay they are included under the title labor okay getting it so if we consider other animals yes they are not included they are not included okay getting it then the physical and mental work undertaken for some monetary reward is included under labor okay see it does includes both physical and mental work yes it does includes physical and mental work whose physical and mental work yes the physical and mental work performed by okay the physical and the mental work performed by yes the laborer okay and why this physical and mental work is done yes it is undertaken for some monetary reward okay it is undertaken for some monetary reward बघा जेव्हा आपण लेबरचा विचार करतो तेव्हा दोन्ही गोष्टी येतात त्याच्यामध्ये फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क ओके फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क कोणाचं फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क येस ऑफकोर्स त्या लेबरर्सचं ओके का तो करतो असे फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क उद्देश काय आहे येस काही मॉनिटरी रिवॉर्ड घेण्यासाठीच ओके काही मॉनिटरी रिवॉर्ड घेण्यासाठीच ओके अशा प्रकारे येस अशा प्रकारे एफर्ट्स घेतले जातात ओके अशा प्रकारे एफर्ट्स घेतले जातात ओके गेटिंग इट then any work done for entertainment or for self satisfaction is not included under labor in economics. So, any work done for entertainment or for self satisfaction is not included under labor in economics. So, okay, any work done for entertainment or for self satisfaction is not included under labor in economics. Okay, when we think about labor in the terms of economics, okay, if the work is done for the pleasure, it is not included in labor. Okay, in economics, labor has no relation with the morality. Okay, yes, we can't consider labor its relation with the morality. Okay, so any work done by animal or bird, it is not included in labor in economics actually. Okay, so when we think about labor, what is labor? Yes, labor does includes. Yes, labor does includes work done by human being or man. Okay, then it is related to physical and mental work undertaken for some monetary reward and is included under labor. So any work done for entertainment or for self satisfaction, it is not included under labor. Okay, in economics, labor has no relation with the morality. Any work done by the animal or bird, it is not included in labor. ओके, बघा जेव्हा आपण लेबर या वर्डचा विचार करतो, काय लेबर? लेबर म्हणजे एखाद्या व्यक्तीने केलेलं काम. ओके, एखाद्या मॅनने, एखाद्या पर्सनने केलेलं काम. ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क येत नाही. फिजिकल आणि मेंटल वर्क दोन्हीही येतं. ओके, फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क जे एखादा मॉनिटरी रिवॉर्ड अर्न करण्यासाठी घेतलं जातं. ओके, ते फिजिकल रिवॉर्ड त्याच्यामध्ये इन्क्लूड केलं जातं. ओके, त्याच्यामध्ये एंटरटेनमेंट किंवा सेल्फ सॅटिस्फॅक्शन ह्या दोन गोष्टी येत नाहीत. म्हणजे ओके, समजा एखाद्याने स्वतःच्या सॅटिस्फॅक्शनसाठी, स्वतःच्या प्लेजरसाठी, स्वतःच्या हॅपीनेससाठी एखादा एफर्ट घेतली असेल तर ती लेबरमध्ये येत नाही. ओके, आणि लेबर आणि मॉरॅलिटी या दोन्हीचा काहीही संबंध नाही. ओके, देन एनी वर्क डन बाय ॲनिमल ऑर बर्ड, इट इज नॉट इन्क्लुडेड इन लेबर. ओके, समजा एखाद्या प्राण्याने किंवा पक्षाने समजा काम केलं असेल किंवा एखादं काम कंप्लीट केलं असेल, ओके, ते लेबरमध्ये येत नाही. सो जेव्हा आपण लेबरच्या विषयी काही गोष्टी, काही बाबी लक्षात घेतो तेव्हा प्रामुख्याने लेबर काय आहे? लेबर ओके, वर्क ऑफ मॅन म्हणजे काय? कुठल्या तरी ह्युमन बिंगने किंवा इंडिव्हिज्युअलने घेतलेले एफर्ट्स लेबरमध्ये येतात. ओके, आणि लेबरमध्ये अजून दोन गोष्टी येतात म्हणजे काय? इट इन्क्लूड्स फिजिकल अँड मेंटल वर्क, म्हणजे दोन्हीही फिजिकली त्याने काम केलं असेल किंवा मेंटली काम केलं असेल. ओके, शारीरिक परिश्रम घेतला असेल किंवा बौद्धिक परिश्रम त्यांनी घेतलेले असतील, या दोन्ही गोष्टींचा त्याच्यामध्ये उल्लेख होतो. ओके, आणि त्याच्यामुळे मॉनिटरी रिवॉर्ड म्हणजे काय? तर त्या व्यक्तीला एक प्रकारे बेनिफिट झाला पाहिजे इन्कम मिळालं पाहिजे, मनी त्याच्या थ्रू डिराईव्ह झालं पाहिजे. ओके, त्यानंतर ओके एखाद्या व्यक्तीने समजा स्वतःच्या एंटरटेनमेंटसाठी एखादी गोष्ट केली असेल किंवा सेल्फ सॅटिस्फॅक्शनसाठी एखादी गोष्ट केली असेल तर ती लेबरमध्ये येत नाही. ओके, आणि लेबरचा आणि मॉरलिटीचा कोणत्याही प्रकारे संबंध येत नाही. ओके, आणि लेबरमध्ये ॲनिमल किंवा बर्डने केलेल्या एफर्ट्स येत नाहीत. प्रोफाईल ऑफ इंडियन वर्कर. Okay, actually whenever we consider the Indian labor market, okay, when we consider Indian labor market, okay, it can be classified into two parts actually. Yes, Indian managers and Indian workers. Okay, first we will go through Indian workers and then we will consider Indian managers. Okay, so when we come across the profile of Indian worker, okay, profile, see, we know this word, right? Profile means the composition of this person. Is it means what makes a person to be an Indian worker? Okay, बघा, प्रोफाईल ऑफ इंडियन वर्कर म्हणजे नेमकं काय तर ओके, प्रोफाईल ऑफ इंडियन वर्कर जेव्हा आपण कन्सिडर करतो, इज इट इंडियन वर्कर जो आहे, इज इट, किंवा एखादा इंडिव्हिज्युअल इंडियन वर्कर, इज इट, एखादा इंडियन वर्कर कसा बनतो किंवा त्याच्यामागे त्याचं बॅकग्राऊंड काय आहे, इज इट, कोणत्या गोष्टी इन्फ्लुएन्स करतात, कोणत्या गोष्टी स्ट्रेंथन करतात. ओके, ह्या सर्व गोष्टी आपण इथे बघणार आहोत. सी, following is the analysis of profile of the Indian workers viewed from the findings of research studies. See, heavy research and high research, it is made into this field. Okay, heavy research, it is made into this field. What is that research all about? Is it means what turns or converts an individual into a worker? What are the background? What are the basis behind it? Okay, what are the different bases behind it? Okay, see, though Indian industrial workforce has not been built around the caste basis, caste hierarchy did find place in the organizational hierarchy due to variations in the social and educational advancement and availabilities. But with the introduction of reservation policy by the government, this caste structure had lost its place in industries, though it retains its place in the society even after the inducement of intercaste marriages. See, when we take a study of Indian history, is it, in history, okay, the traces related to this, they are found. Is it, see, in history, the caste system, okay, the caste discrimination, okay, this was found. Is it, so when we consider the Indian system, okay, the caste system, the caste discrimination, these were the methods or these were the tools which were, or techniques which was adopted, okay, through which the Indian worker, okay, the appointment of Indian worker, it was dependent. Okay, means when we come across the organization's hierarchy, at this time, okay, being a organization's employee, being a organization's worker, okay, how to choose a worker of an organization, okay, at that time, okay, in organization system, yes, caste discrimination was done. Okay, even though is it, nowadays we don't find it, but in those days, okay, based on the caste, itself, the appointment of a person or rejection of appointment, it was dependent. Okay, but after the introduction of reservation policy itself, okay, the caste structure what was abolished, is it, and each one was forced or motivated to, yes, work into the organization. Okay, though the Indian industry has got green hands during the early days, now it has been securing workers with higher educational qualifications compared to the minimum qualifications of the job. Okay, see, in those days, okay, who was a worker? A person who was not strong with the educational qualification. So when we consider the workers nowadays, okay, the employers usually prefer the workers who are high at educational qualification, is it, and when we consider the Indian workers or the workers who were appointed in the industries, okay, in the good old days, okay, these people, they were as it usually illiterates, or they were not having the qualifications, is it, that educational qualifications, is it, to be a laborer they were not having any educational qualification. But today, or in this present era, okay, unless until there are minimum qualifications, is it, at least SSC or 8 pass, okay, the person will not be appointed as a worker. Okay, the research studies conclude that most of the workers have rural background but not agricultural work experience. Okay, see, when we consider Indian workers, yes, Indian workers, their trace is found in rural India. Means they are a part of rural India, or they are the part of rural areas or the villages. Okay, they come from villages. Okay, but though they come from villages, still, okay, they don't have any agriculture background. Means, okay, they don't have any experience related to agricultural work. Okay, getting it? So, then the research studies conclude that workers, yes, with rural background have a good attendance record. Immigrants displayed work adjustment superior to that of local employees. So, yes, when we consider the attendance record of the workers, okay, through research it is found that workers who have the rural background, yes, okay, who are from rural background, they do have good attendance, while the immigrants displayed work adjustment superior to that of local people. Is it? Means when we consider local employees, yes, they do have good record of attendance, but others they don't have. Is it? As per the research, it is proven. Then absenteeism is not entirely due to dichotomy between the rural and urban ways of life. Okay, see, when we consider absenteeism, yes, absenteeism is not entirely due to dichotomy between the rural and urban ways of life, but to environmental and work situational problems. Okay, see, when we do consider absenteeism, yes, due to environmental and work situational problems, there is absenteeism among the workers. Okay, then the Indian workers mobility between jobs and organizations was found to be poor. This is mostly excessive obedience, lack of competitive spirit, having desire of staying in or nearer to the native place, resistance to change, problem of adaptability to the new environment and organization climate, etc. Thus, the Indian worker does not want to learn continuously after attaining a certain age or some goals. He is habituated to do routine tasks rather than accepting challenging jobs. Okay, so when we consider Indian worker, okay, the mobility between jobs and organization was found to be poor, means the switching over or the transfer of these people from one job to other job, from one organization to another organization, it was mostly, yes, excessive obedience, okay, lack of competitive spirit, okay, means these people they are not mobile, is it, they don't frequently change the jobs, okay, means they stick to one organization, is it. Thus the Indian worker does not want to learn continuously after attaining a certain age or some goals. He is habituated to do routine tasks rather than accepting challenging jobs, okay, rather than challenging jobs, is it, these people they are, yes, they are interested in routine task, okay. Then the Indian worker, he desires high job security. Yes, this person, he desires high job security. What it means? Yes, it means that yes, this person, he needs a assurance from the employer about the job security. Then the Indian worker, yes, the Indian worker, he desires high job security. Yes, Indian worker, though he subscribes his name to the some union or the other, he does not want to participate in union activities. Most of the workers are highly self-centered. Okay, see, if there is some activity conducted through unions, is it, then these people, these workers, they don't actively participate into such type of activity, okay, they are self-centered. Then the Indian workers' attitude towards the organizations that does not seem to be influenced so much by the work he does as by the wages he earns and his seniority in the organization. Okay, see, as per the attitude of this worker, yes, he does the work, he earns, okay, and he gets the seniority in the organization. Okay, getting it? When we consider the profile of Indian labor, a profile of Indian manager is also that important. So, profile of Indian managers, also they are based on findings of research studies. Okay, studies were conducted on Indian managers about their personality, biosocial makeup, hopes and aspirations, attitude and effectiveness by various researchers, okay, through which some conclusions they are derived. Okay, बघा, जसं आपण इंडियन वर्कर्सवरती रिसर्च पाहिला, तशाच प्रकारे इंडियन मॅनेजर्स जे आहेत त्या इंडियन मॅनेजर्सवरती सुद्धा काही रिसर्च स्टडीज कंडक्ट केले गेले. ओके, आणि त्या रिसर्च स्टडीज थ्रू इज इट, त्या रिसर्च स्टडी थ्रूच इज इट, ओके, जे स्टडीज कंडक्ट केले गेले त्याच्या थ्रू इंडियन मॅनेजर्सचे जे पर्सनॅलिटी आहेत, बायो सोशल मेकअप आहे, होप्स अँड ॲस्पिरेशन्स आहेत, ॲटिट्यूड आणि इफेक्टिव्हनेस आहे, हे सगळे फॅक्टर्स कन्सिडर करून बरेचसे कन्क्ल्युजन्स डिराईव्ह केले. ओके, कोणकोणते कन्क्ल्युजन्स आहेत बघा, टोटल 12 कन्क्ल्युजन्स इज इट कन्सिडर केले गेले. विच आर दोज 12 कन्क्ल्युजन्स? द फर्स्ट वन इज मोस्ट ऑफ द इंडियन मॅनेजर्स they belong to the age group of 25 to 30 years. Okay, means when we consider the Indian managers, okay, when we consider the Indian managers, yes, the Indian managers, they belong to the age group of 25 to 30 years. Okay, they belong to the age group 25 to 30 years. ओके, म्हणजे जे इंडियन मॅनेजर्स आहेत त्यांचं जे एज ग्रुप आहे ते 25 to 30 इयर्स या दरम्यान आहे. ओके, गेटिंग इट. द फॅमिली बॅकग्राऊंड ऑफ द मॅनेजर्स varies widely. Okay, see, when we go through the family background of the managers, okay, the family background of the managers, okay, it varies widely from, yes, it varies widely from, yes, one another. Okay, when we consider the family background of this Indian managers, okay, when we consider the family background of this Indian managers, yes, they differ from person to person. Okay, then the most of the Indian managers, their education is up to graduation. Okay, the second thing which we discuss, काय होतं दुसरी गोष्ट, येस, जेव्हा आपण इंडियन मॅनेजर्सचा फॅमिली बॅकग्राऊंड बघतो, ओके, प्रत्येक इंडियन मॅनेजर्सचा फॅमिली बॅकग्राऊंड वेगळं आहे. ओके, आणि जेव्हा ह्या इंडियन मॅनेजर्सचं आपण एज्युकेशन बघतो त्यांचं एज्युकेशन ग्रॅज्युएशनपर्यंत आहे. मोस्ट ऑफ देम स्टार्टेड देअर करियर्स ॲज मॅनेजर्स while some of them rose from ranks. Okay, see, many of them or most of them, they started their career as a manager. Okay, while some of them they were promoted towards managers. Okay, म्हणजे काय तर बघा, ओके, काही जण जी होती ती ग्रॅज्युअली इंडियन मॅनेजर्स झाले. ओके, म्हणजे त्यांच्या करिअरच्या इनिशियल स्टेजलाच इटसेल्फ ते मॅनेजर झाले. आणि काही जण ग्रॅज्युअली इज इट म्हणजे वेटर, ॲसिस्टंट, मॅनेजर इज इट, अशा प्रकारे ते प्रॉपर क्रोनॉलॉजी थ्रू प्रमोट होत गेले. ओके, नेक्स्ट, most of them did not have either pre or post employment training of any kind and duration. Okay, see, many of the managers, okay, in the old days, okay, they don't seeked or they don't attended any type of, yes, they didn't attended any type of प्री और पोस्ट एम्प्लॉयमेंट ट्रेनिंग. ओके, बघा, हे जे मॅनेजर्स आहेत त्यांनी कोणत्याही प्रकारे प्री किंवा पोस्ट एम्प्लॉयमेंट ट्रेनिंग घेतली नाही. ओके, मोस्ट ऑफ देम डिड नॉट हॅव फंक्शनल मोबिलिटी or organizational mobility or geographical mobility. Okay, see, when we consider the mobility, okay, mobility means shifting from one place to another. Yes, most of the managers did not have functional mobility or organizational mobility or geographical mobility. Okay, then they are prepared to delegate, train and be employee oriented, but organizational climate and culture is coming in their way. Okay, so when we consider, okay, these people. Okay, that is yes, these people, these Indian managers, they are prepared to delegate, train, and be employee oriented, but the organizational climate and culture is always comes in their way. Most of the managers were open, understanding, responsive, and considerate in their behavior towards their subordinates. Okay, see, when we consider these people, managers, okay, most of the managers were open. Okay, most of the managers were open, understanding, responsive, and considerate in their behavior towards their subordinates. Okay, while some of the managers, they have shown discrimination against one another in the distribution of rewards and penalties with insufficient reason. This has been a major cause in creating problems of morale, motivation, absenteeism, and labor turnover. Okay, see, most of the managers, they are subjective nature. They do a discrimination or difference between the employees. Okay, some of the managers do not have a clear idea about the conceptual skills needed for successful performance on the job. Okay, the performance appraisal reports of most of the organizations show that some of the managers did not possess technical and communicative skills. Okay, see, when we do consider performance appraisal reports of most of the organization, yes, some of the manager did not possess technical and communication skills, so they lag behind. Okay, most of the managers, they are not highly adaptable. Okay, most of the managers, they are not highly adaptable means what? Okay, as per the changes in the market, okay, the modifications which are needed. Yes, these people, they are not able. These people, they are not able to do such kind of modifications. Okay, these people, they are not able to do such type of modifications. Okay, getting it?